I mean, obviously, I was really surprised that there was any kind of, and that was the problem. Like a lot of no local artists or any original music was at Jump Jet, and how are you supposed to get that on a platform? That's what On the Radar was to do. Is we are just kind of a metaphorical megaphone for you. You people like the settings on Facebook sucks. It's hard for people to come out to original shows when they don't know your music and everything. I formed, or am forming, because by the time this this comes out, it will be an official launch. I'm going to kind of use this as an official launch pad for what I like to call point of divergence, artist management and promotion. Okay, but I'm going to preface that with, I don't have a lot of experience with band management, but I do know how to be professional. I know how to be how to do PR work. I know that you need to have a look and a specific sound, and you need to tweak things so people, because I've been a listener, then I've been in the industry, so I understand how people tick, both personally and professionally. Okay?
And you know what you got the best too?
What?
Passion.
Passion.
You care about it.
I fucking care about your product as much as you care about your product, and I want to do the best job I can for you. I know that sounds like kind of a car salesmanship. Thank you. I know it sounds kind of like a car salesmanship, but that's what I want. I currently have under my, I guess, my umbrella for point of divergence, which the more or less the definition of a point of divergence is it's a point of time when it ends up being a different direction. Like that point is the time and place that you end up going into a different direction. That is the point of divergence. I also call it a point of divergence because obviously my name is Peapod, and I basically I hear Peapod more than Chris.
We gotta hear why.
Yeah, I was gonna say why.
What's Peapod? Where did Peapod come from? Is that that's the story?
Will this motorcycle leave already? You guys wanted the air. Will this motorcycle leave? Go ahead. Peapod. Let's hear the Peapod.
The Peapod story is literally a story that is not as interesting as it may sound. It really doesn't. I know. I mean, if you really want to know where Peapod came from my senior year of high school. I hung out with a younger crowd. I hung out with the incoming freshman crowd because the people of my grade, senior year of high school class of 2004 of Copley High School in Akron, Ohio.
But we're not calling anyone out.
I know. Are just yeah. I'm not. I know. I'm gonna call everybody out. Most of the people, 95% of the people in my class were dicks. They were dicks to me for no apparent reason.
Isn't that where LeBron's from?
What?
Isn't that where LeBron's from?
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Everybody says if I'm from Akron, Ohio, they're like, oh, you know LeBron? Fuck, I don't fucking...
Yeah, let me call him up real quick.
Yeah, let me speed dial him. Hold on. Look at the king here. Hey, king. Get the fuck out of here.
Queen.
No,
Queen,
I don't,
but whatever. Go
I know. I just find that funny, and I don't give a shit about sports. I'm like, the only reason I'm a man is because I have hair on my chest and I have something in between my legs. That's the reason why I'm a man. Other than that, I'm kind of a girly man. That's fine. I'm a big sap. I'm a real romantic and things like that. I have a sassy black woman inside of me. That's what. That's what my friends do. Yeah. Well, no. Peapod came from my senior year of high school. I hung out with a younger crowd. And everybody knew me as, my sister's name's Emily, so they knew me as Emily's big brother. Like, hey, you're Emily's big brother. I started hanging out with the younger crowd more and more. And, a lot of them called me Chris, and a lot of people knew me as, Emily's big brother, or my last name. They said, hey, Daher, or whatever. I had one buddy that said, I'm going to start calling you Peapod from now on. And I go, why?
No shit, he literally pointed at you and said...
He's like, I'm going to call you Peapod from now on. It wasn't nothing that
caught on. It was,
no.
Guess what, from now
right now,
you are...
It's fucking very Animal House-like. We're gonna call you Upchuck. Why? Why not? I don't think that's a line, but, I haven't seen Animal House in some time, but, like... that was like, I'm going to call you Peapod from now on. And I go, why? And he goes, because it's the first word that popped in my head when I first met you. Like,
what?
Literally,
what the fuck is in that guy's mind to begin with?
Anything. I could have been called Pig Snout or One Out.
I guess you lucked out, because exactly, it could have been fucking...
It could have been something fucking ridiculous.
Like, what was he smoking?
I don't... you probably was smoking something.
I just bought Peapods at the farmer's market.
And what's really funny is because Peapod, and like obviously I looked up the name, and Peapod is actually a food delivering company. And then some people think it's funny that there is like a urinal cake protector company called Peapod. pod. So like somebody will be funny and like they'll snap a photo of that like, hey, I found this. I'm like, I've known about this for fucking years.
Thank you, Scuba Steve.
Yeah,
I get that shit all
yeah,
goddamn time.
thanks. Like I haven't originally heard that. So that's where.
Thanks, Kevin Hart. You're
Yeah,
hilarious.
thanks. Help me! And I'm not going to do the rest of that one because I'm not straight enough. So that's Peapod, and so obviously Peapod, or a lot of my friends call me Pod for short, because obviously you have to shorten Peapod apparently.
It is, yeah.
Because
It's too long.
we can't say certain words like really or phrases the whole time. We have to still shorten it even more.
Yeah.
I mean, I joke around and say I can't even, but like it's almost gotten to the point where it's a phrase out of my mouth now. Like I was like, I literally cannot even. Like
Yeah.
it's.
Me.
Excuse me. It's bad. It's one of those things. This stuff is get this shit away from me. It's gonna be the burps, and I don't feel like I barely had anything to eat, so I don't feel like going home drunk.
We may have to hit some other place.
I know, right?
A new venue for some more questions.
It's yeah. I mean,
let's do a quick impromptu question.
Yeah.
thing, and you guys can jump in.
well, I gotta finish up the point of divergence. Like,
You're
point.
bringing it back.
Bring it back. See, I told you. Like, I'll go off on a tangent, and then I'll go off on tangents, but I'll always originally come back to the original
I
thought.
can't remember a minute ago, and this guy
Yeah.
remembers what he said.
I know.
15 minutes
I
ago.
barely can remember. I can barely tell you what I had for dinner last week, let alone. Sometimes I will get on those points where I will go off on a really bad tangent, but guess what? I originally knew where it came from for some reason.
I can't.
But point of divergence, that's what it is. And point of divergence is I'm working hard to help you in the best possible way. If you just need, an extra, like a consultant, is just people like, looking like, hey, we have this, take a listen to this, give us your honest thoughts. Or if you want me to full on be a manager and help you get gigs and help you find other venues and everything. And that's what I'm doing with 3 bands right now. And I'll go into those 3 bands in a little bit.
You're like the extra member. You're the extra member. You care about their music so much.
It's that oomph.
Right.
It's that what the Jewish people call chutzpah, as I spit everywhere. it's that little something that you can't really describe, but it's that it factor. And that's what I tried to find, is that it factor. I'm like, you have this pot of clay, this pile of clay, let's make it into a pot.
You're
like,
molding it.
Like, that's what I do. Like, and it's because, I don't claim that I am a super expert at everything, but I've seen enough bands and artists, and I've seen things that when I see something and I go, there's something here, let's see what we do. And I try to work with you the best I can, because that's the biggest thing at the end of the day, is if you're working in a band management in any sort of the way, you work with the artist. The artist works with you. You don't work for the artist, and the artist doesn't work for you. I mean, they do, but that's not the mentality you need to have. It's a work. It's a back and forth. It's a two-way street. That's the biggest thing.
And you wouldn't manage anyone.
I don't want to manage.
You have to believe.
I have to believe in
the
their
product.
stuff. In the product. I mean, I've already I've started already putting it out there, and I've already had a whole lot of bands come up to me, and I had to push them off at first because I'm like, I'm still kind of new to this. I'm still trying to get my feet wet. I'm still trying to figure out everything. And I think in general I'm doing a decent enough job. Nobody has gotten pissed at me. I haven't stolen any money. I don't plan on stealing any money. I haven't done anything to screw anybody over. And I'm doing the best I can but also I'm doing this on the side with radio and my family life and everything. And it's a little. I'm still wet in it. And I know that obviously now when everybody reads this, they think, oh, why do we got to believe in him because he's not confident in himself? But, I'm telling you as a real person because I'm going to be real.
Passion.
Yeah.
You're not lying.
Yeah, I'm not trying to lie. I'm not going to claim I'm here and go, oh, I have all these experts, I have all these venues, I have all these. No.
I can do this.
I am going to do the best I can. I'm going to work hard with you. And if you go, hey, let's contact so-and-so, let's try to get a show swap from them. Okay. Hey, I'm so-and-so from such and such, and I would like to, let's try to do a show swap. What's available for you? And sometimes, I've already started. I've already gotten some people coming back to me and go, yeah, let's work something out. Or, hey, no, or no answer and everything. And that's fine. It's a trial and error. I'm going to help you with the struggle, but I also will help you get your rewards that you deserve.
You're a guitarist. Play the guitar. You do.
Yeah.
Concentrate on your craft.
Yeah.
You play the music. You write the songs. You'll do the hard work for them, getting them in the places.
Yeah. Like, hey, I will try my best to get you to the places that you want to see. That's the biggest thing, and it's not easy. No matter, and anybody in a band or anything, any artist around here know that. Especially from Toledo, especially in the Midwest in general. I have a buddy, Cody Sizemore, name drop, from Hour 24. Nicest dude ever. He's given me a lot of advice and everything, and it's very hard to, go out there and go, it's trying hard to sell yourself, no matter if it's with Innovation or some of the other places around here, for clubs, Bar 145, Burger Bar, things like that. Martini and Uzis. It's very hard to get yourself out there, especially in the Midwest, especially in Toledo, because there's Detroit and Cleveland, and we are in a big shadow of both those towns.
Hour and a half window.
Yeah, it's just like done. Like if they hit Detroit, there's no point in hitting Toledo, but they'll go from Detroit to Cleveland, nowhere in between, or Detroit to Columbus, or something like that, and it's tough. Cincinnati, Akron, even sometimes Akron. Even though Cleveland, Akron is like, the sole of the shoe of Cleveland, people will hit those up. It's hard, and it's absolutely hard, and I know that frustration, and I know that passion, but let's channel it into something that you believe in, or you want to believe in, and get people to believe in your stuff, and that's the biggest thing with Point of Divergence, is this is the point where you have tried everything, and you just want to fresh your eyes on everything, and you want to try to not necessarily take it in a different direction, but in a new path necessarily. I know that doesn't sound like it's more or less the same thing, but just like you're at that point where you might need something else that will take you into wherever else. It could be still a straight line, but it's not the same straight line you were on. And there's like the small little millimeter, or we can go into this point and then we hook up. And you might go this way, or you go that way, or everything. It's a change in the path, it's a change in the time. That's Point of Divergence. That's the literal translation, and that's what I want to try to do for bands. That's what I've been doing, because I didn't want to sit around and go, I see so much passion and everything in this town, and I just want to do more than just sit around and be the radio guy. And that's the biggest thing I want.